This is the demo for my Darwin's World project. And in this first file here, you have the run darwin.c++, which is when you want the execution of the program. So this is the file you would run with the main right here. And to run this program, you are going to use this command right here. And when you do that, alright, and so now it's compiled. And this is to the execution. And for this, we're going to use valgrind just to show if there's any memory leaks or not. And also that the output is going to an out file, so run darwin.out will contain this output. And you'll see here that all the memory was freed, so we're good there. And just to show you what this looks like when you run through it, is at the beginning of the main file, or the main function, you're adding the species and their instructions to the program, so it knows what to do when it occurs these creatures in our grid. And so the file consists of test cases. So this first test case here, you see it's a 8x8 grid. You have these creatures here being added and their positions on the boards with directions and stuff. And we are doing this 5 turns for the simulation to see it, and it'll print the grid at each step. That's what this information says. And so when you go to the out file to see the result, it'll look like this. So the 8x8 grid, the turn it's on, and then of course its positions here, and these represent the species. So you got this turn, that turn, and after 5 turns, the grid will look like this. And the next file we have is the unit tests, which we do using Google Test. And for Google Test, you need to install it on your computer if you're using Linux. So I provided a link on the website that'll show you, step by step, but this is the library you're going to need right here. And anyway, to compile it, this is the command we'll enter. So let's go ahead and do that. And then while that's compiling, we can start looking a little bit at this. You're going to notice that we're going to get a warning here. What that warning is in this test case down here, is I have a pointer, like a pair, testing out my instructions code. There shouldn't be a -1, so it's gonna, it's gonna give you this out of range error, which you want, we're trying to test to make sure the code's all well. So there, you can ignore that error, it's not a big deal. And then to run it, this is the run command right here, and we're gonna use valgrind for this as well. Where is it? Alright, I thought I had it in there. So let's go ahead and copy paste. And then now the program's running. And this is, again, it's going to be directed to the out file, test darwin.out. So we're good. No possible memory leaks. And this is what it'll look like. It'll just have, run okay. And this is the test case name and how long it takes to run it. And then at the bottom, it just tells you the number of tests and the time elapsed, and if everything's a-okay. And that's it for this demo. The source code is available on my webpage, which will be posted in the description below.